Om. With the respect and the great love with my master, I am telling this discourse of the translation of the book. And now we are taking the 9th part of this book. The stanza Dharmakshetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Yujusava Mamaka Pandavasyaiva Kim Kuruvarta Sanjay. This stanza is only the base, but we will see the great teachings coming under this stanza. The second word of Gita is Kurukshetra. I told you in the previous discourse, by the sleep of the phantasm and by the dilemma and the doubts, and the sleep of you are not knowing the truth and you are supposing the illusion as a truth. And this blindness is the cause that you make this Dharmakshetra as a Kurukshetra. And you can be a seer, you can be a witness, you can be a peaceful watcher, you can be detached from all illusion. But by the ignorance you are become the doer. So the doing makes its own effect on the jiva. So the Kurukshetra meaning the field of the doer, the field of the karmas, the field of the doer. If a jiva will become the doer, he will become the availer also. All the pain and pleasures and the fruits of the doing he should be compulsorily take if he is a doer. So, what is the battle of the doing and what is the field of the doing? There is two bifurcation mainly in this doing field. One is the internal field of the doing, second is external field of the doing. You all knows the person do activities in both sides. When a person caught and trapped in the special type of thoughts, the thoughts bring the stimulation, the thoughts bring the inspiration, and the person is forcefully involved in any activity. So the main cause of the doing is your thoughts. So this truth field, when you are thinking inside, taking decision inside, so the one half of your doing is complete in inside, and you accept by your mood and your ego pass the order of their doing. So the internal doing is complete, and now you do some activity according to the internal permission or internal doing. That is the second field of the doing. But these both comes due to ajnana. These both comes to the ignorance of existence. These both comes to the dark illusion of the Maya. These both are the field of tamoguna, and this the field of trigunatmaka Maya, rajoguna, satoguna and tamoguna. This is the field of Kurukshetra. And what is the particular areas of this Kurukshetra? Your mind, your intellect, your mood, your ego. That is your internal sensory organs. They are also filled. But entire the world, when you will go and perform and affect, that is the outer field of this Kurukshetra. So this battle is fighting as well as inside, and this battle is fighting as well as outside. My dear friend, in this Kurukshetra, there is a king. The name of king is Dhritarashtra, and Dhritarashtra is your ajnana, is your dark illusion of ignorance. In this Dhritarashtra, he is governing your every particle of your body, because that is the empire, that is the state, that is the territory of the Dhritarashtra, your three body, micro body, causal body and the physical body, and your every nerve, every muscle, every pore of your skin and every system of your body. So the type of the Dhritarashtra, the king of dark illusion, because he is governing your body, intellect, mood, mind, ego, all. So you are so unpleasant. Because you are unpleasant, because you are caught in the trap of this dark illusion, the Dhritarashtra. You all of you knows that the Dhritarashtra is a blind king. As your ajnana, your ignorance, you are completely blind in the Maya. So this blindness of Maya is Dhritarashtra inside of you. And the Dhritarashtra is the start of the doing. The Dhritarashtra is the governor of all doing stream inside of you. And that doing is the base of your pain. This ajnana, it means unknown of the spirituality, the blindness in spirituality, the Dhritarashtra make a doerness in your physical, mental and causal body, and that doerness makes a prominent force inside of you that is called ego, proud. That ego, that proud, that is the prince, that is the son and big son and elder son of this Dhritarashtra. That is, name of this son is Duryodhana. So the Duryodhana is not a person. Duryodhana is the negative force inside of you. The Dhritarashtra is not a person. The Dhritarashtra is a blindness inside of you and the base of all doing. So this blindness containing all evils, that is called in Hindi dhrashtata, and it is cause for all fall down of the noble things. He used every wrong thing or painful instrument in your life. And this Dhritarashtra, this ego, and this ignorance, and this Duryodhana, ego, both father and son, they create all foolishness, and they invite all the pains and sorrows in your life. So the doing field or Kurukshetra has two departments, as I tell you: internal Kurukshetra, an internal field of the battle, and external field of the battle. My dear friends, I want to describe one by one very deeply. The internal field of battles, it has meaning that a person is living all the life in this ignorance or ajnana, and this ajnana make your internal side poisonous, completely poisonous. Your thinking platform or the status of your thinking, your sensory organs ability, your desires, your wishes, your inspiration of the doing, your lust like malicious things, your style of living, your object of living, your impressions and habits and likes and dislikes, the millions type of your mental phases, and the biggest bunch of your deformities as the lust, anger, greed, jealous, propaganda, superiority complex, inferiority complex, shelter taking of false things, 3 gunas, 5 natures, 5 sensory organs, tanmatra, 5 sex. There are internal side a very, very big spectrum and very, very big expansion of this field, that is called in the holy books avidya. Avidya, it means the internal mesmerism, power of illusion. Avidya. Even in the Quran and the Bible, these are described as a demon, as a demonic nature. Not only in Sanatana Dharma, but all the religion, they accept these are demonic powers. But here I want to say, these are your internal field of doing, and that is doing. The doing is also, doing is only, and doing is creator of your all illusion of the Maya and the pain and your journey of death and birth cycle. So, a word used in the Arabic that is called tilasm. Tilasm is the place of a magic mesmerism And when a person enter in this mesmerism, he cannot come out, he die inside, because inside there are very, very dangerous equipment and dangerous sites and dangerous animals and dangerous pits and dangerous iron cutters and dangerous killers in that tilasma. So my dear friend, this internal sight of doing, that is a great tilasma, that is the great magical mesmerism. If once you enter, you cannot come out. You will be killed again and again, and you will born again and again. So great magical arrangement made by these things inside of you. You cannot come out by only your help. Once upon a time you come inside, you cannot come out. Only the knower of this tilasma can save you. You know, in the ancient time, the kings put their treasure, the treasure or the treasury, the underground, in the caves, in the underground rooms. And when once they put their money, wealth, gold and diamonds and pearls, everything, they arrange a very, very dangerous arrangement around that treasure. And they also arrange that type of tilasma. A greedy person enter to search that money. Once he enter, he cannot come out. He killed in that structural, functional and dangerous tilasma. My dear friend, the same thing is here. Your soul is a very, very precious treasure. And around your soul, around this immortal treasure, the ultimate treasure of universe is your soul. So the Maya has make a very, very hard arrangement, many layers of the tilasma, but I am divided this tilasma in the 4 parts. Before I describe the parts, I want to say, without Sadguru's help, you cannot come out from this tilasma. If you have no enlightened master Sadguru, then you will be die in this tilasma. Maybe you will be caught in a special type of field. There is a very dangerous animal will kill you and eat you alive. Maybe you can caught in the mud. Maybe you caught in the pit. There is very big spines. They enter in your body. Maybe there is some poisonous snakes. Maybe there are some other dangerous things. So you can see in your life. When you see the minutely and keenly, you will see there is all these arrangement inside. You are burning in the jealous. The spine of the word, they are giving the pain inside of your consciousness. The bad memories, like poison, and many. Somebody is cheating you, and he is eating you alive. So the many things you are suffering in this tilasma or the mesmerism of the Maya. I am taking the first tilasma. The first tilasma, I describe already the meaning of the tilasma. So I use the tilasma. So first department of the tilasma is the department of your sensory organs with mind. The field of your sensory organs and the mind makes many misunderstandings and make you fool with their tricks, which is come from the mind, and demands comes from your sensory organs. So your 5 doing of sensory organs, that is called karmendriya, and 5 knower sensory organs, that is called jnanendriya, they directly and indirectly produce a great sorrows, pains, sadness, painful conditions, painful demands, dangerous demand, fearful demands, insulting demands, and their demand is so dirty that I cannot explain here, but sometimes they become the cause of your destruction of your body and enmity, fighting, killing, and jail, and many type of result they create. They create the thoughts. You become the slave of the thoughts, and they push you in unpleasant conditions by the flow and stream of their thoughts. They create the daydreams, and you see the daydreams, and they make a loss of your life, a make loss of your time. So this type, they missed your chance of enlightenment. They make very dangerous, good or bad, dreams in the night, and the time of your awareness in the night they snatch from you, and they make some fearful condition that you cannot take rest in the night even, and they make your body weak, they make your life imbalance, they make your life fearful, they make your life ill direction of the psychological effect. Even they reduce your time of sound sleep, and you have facing the sleeping disorder even. So in the day-to-day, morning to evening, you are caught in the thoughts. In the sleeping time, you are caught in the dreams. And every time they spoil your chance and create a deep unconsciousness by the help of the mind. This unconsciousness may be not broken millions of your life, because they do not give the time of awareness. One after one, the illusion comes and goes, and you caught illusion continuously, and you never free for any type of your defense or any type of your awareness or any type of your separation. So the Sadguru can only break your sleep. Sadguru can only awake you in these three stages of life: Jagrata, Swapna, Sushupti, awaken, dreams, and sleeps, deep sleep. Because you are the fossil like person which is suppressed in the stony layer of the thoughts. Your consciousness is become the fossil in the stony layers of the thoughts, and these thoughts suppress you, these thoughts press you, these thoughts not give to any movement freely or freedom. So your consciousness, your existence is like the morning of the foggy morning. You cannot see long distance, you can see very short distance, and that seeing is only and only the limits of your sensory organs cry or your sensory organs jurisdiction. So you can only understand as you have the experience of your sensory organs, but existence is beyond your sensory organs experiences. So you are live completely blind in this illusion, and you obey always your mind. I will tell you about the mind in the detail in the coming discourses, but I am telling here. You are the slave of your mind. You never see the height of the Sadguru. You never see the novelty of the Sadguru. You never see the Sadguru can be your greatest helper in this Maya, but you always caught in the illusion of the mind, and mind as guide as you follow. But you never think that the mind is the main cause of unknowing, or main cause of this dark illusion, and main cause of all sorrow and the pain and the mesmerism and the Maya and your death and birth cycle. My dear friend, that was the first department of this Tilasma. Now I am taking the second department. The second department of this mesmerized, hypnotized place, or this highly illusionary arrangement of Tilasma, that is your intellect. Your intellect do not accept anything as it is. Your intellect do not understand the circumstances as it is. Your intellect like a Caesar. Everything, every condition, every circumstances, he takes by his own way and cut in his size. So, the Virata, it means the greatest existence, also you cut in your size. So you convert the immortality into the mortality, and you convert the greatest expansion, endless thing, into the start and end, because your intellect cut in the pieces of your consciousness. So that's why the infinite death and birth gives you the pain uncountable and unmatchable pains and sorrows you take in your experience. My dear friend, there is mainly two types of intellect. One is the personal intellect, and the second is the society or group's intellect. The personal intellect try to avail the sensory organs, luxury and pleasure. And the society intellect cut your consciousness in their norms, in their regulations, in their negativity and the positivity. So there is a thrust start between a person and the society. Person want to enjoy his sensory organ hunger, and society want to deny. He impose on a consciousness something is right and something is wrong. So the person divided into personality. One personality is his own personality, he want to enjoy, and second personality he want to show to society. That's why the corruption, the crimes, the crime against women, the crime in the economic field, the cheating and wrongness that is increasing because person want to enjoy his life and society makes some constitutions against the person. So this is the second part of the Tilisma. Your intellect cuts and your society has his big intellect, his big scissor. He want to cut you in society's non-size. My dear friend, we are talking about that the Maya, how the Maya work. So, the norms and the conditions of the society and the orders of the society and the permission and negativity of the society, the decisions and prohibition of the society that makes a person more and more painful, more and more sorrowful, more and more disbalance, and more duplicate or the triplicate personalities. Your wishes, your hungers, your internal need of the sensory organs, they are crushed by the families and the societies, and they want to make you in a direction, a special type of form, a special type of shape, and a special type of direction. So that make a very big battle inside, and that's make your intellect very pressurized, like a film, like a drama, your life become a drama and you completely go away from the truth. In the societies, they accept the activities or actions if the maximum person permit, or if a person is so clever, can hide his personality and expose a artificial personality in front of society, that person is called intellectual in this world. So the decision of the intellect and prohibition of the intellect that makes a sword in your head, which is swinging on the very big string. Anytime that sword can fall down on your head and you will die. So the society create a fear in your mind. So this fearful intellect, how can take the good decision? So this type of intellectuals, they are living in the societies. They show that they are very good person. They impress many person by the words and the languages and the talkativity and the good work doing, showing. So they are caught in the intellectual drama from both sides, internal side and external side. That's why the intellectuals of this world, they are like a ox or like a ass, because they are eating the words, they are using the words, they are only the slave of the books and slave of the languages and slave of the literature. They have no any internal wisdom of the truth or ultimate knowledge of liberation. They achieve the words like the cows or oxes or the other grass-eating animals. They release the air from their thoughts in the form of the very good words. They are vomiting the words in the big seminars or orating places. And they read the other literary person's books and they spoil their life in this worldly expression or worldly working phenomena or worldly playing in the literature. So the intellect is the second part of your illusion, which caught you in the literature, which caught you in the name, in the fame, in the dual personality. The intellect caught you. How can you hidden yourself from society and enjoy your sensory organs hunger, and how you pump and show in the society, and how can you develop the duplicate personality? So the Maya's layer to layer is increasing this by this intellect, and you all of you know the God is speechless stage. So that they do not know speechless stage, because the speech and the words and the language and literature is their life. So this world is full of talkative persons. This world is full of the thoughts which is imposed by others also, which is imposed by the society also, which is imposed by your surroundings also, which is imposed your family also, and that makes a big heap, big mountain, and your consciousness is suppressed in this mountain of your intellectual activities, languages, words and books and speeches, etc. But not only this, but the intellect do one thing is more clever. What he do? He select some useful things from this garbage heap, like a pig. And when he select from the books and the speeches some quotations, and put the brains in his brains floppy and use in various places, and give the quotation and give the examples of this type of foolish persons, and think he is a very good knower. So the fools respect this type of the knower, and they never respect the Sadguru. The energy of the life is spoiled in the mesmerism of the mind, and the mesmerism of the mind has many attractions, because the mesmerism of the mind is the big mesmerism from your man. That intellectual mesmerism is the hard mesmerism in the comparison of your sensory organs, and your mind create mesmerism. That's why in this likings and dislikings, fightings and the debatings, pride and the prejudice, prize and the punishment, they create a network of the intellectual foundations and the boundaries and the tightness. So the jiva take many births because of his intellect. My dear friend, the third department of this tilasma is the tilasma of the consciousness of the chitta. Every person's chitta is the accumulation or the store, the collection of many millions type of the pains, millions type of the experiences, millions type of the impression of the karmas, million types of the insaturated desires, million types of the lust and the impression of the angers and defeating and revenging and hating and attaching and rejecting and jealous and burning and bluntness, unsatisfaction, the millions type of impression in your chitta. Chitta is unconscious mind. The unconscious mind, that chitta, has an accumulation of uncountable impressions of the garbage or the dirt or the dust. The complete impression of your chitta, the chitta make you, your mood make you unpleasant and unstable. And this unpleasant unpleasantness and unstableness warping inside of you like the waves of the water, like the waves of the heat waves of the sun. So this unsaturation makes inside the very dangerous burning fire inside of you, and if you are burning in the fire, how can you do the meditation? So without detachment from your chitta, you cannot stay with a Satguru. It is impossible. If you are living in the chitta, if you are living in the mind, if you are living in the intellect, if you are doing all these things for your sensory organ hungers, if you are giving the importance of the society and your personal personality, these are all create inside of you very, very unsatisfaction, imbalance and the burning stage, then you cannot stay with the Sadguru because of these. So your chitta like a vampire, your chitta like a ghost. Every time he changes shape and size, every time he changes functions. So that's why you never give love to anyone. Sometimes you love someone and other time you hate that person, because you are the unstable and very dangerous chitta. You are like a vampire, like a ghost, like a spirit. So the person who is living in the chitta or the mood in English, sometimes he goes for the services to any person, and after some time you see he is not doing services, he is taking services. Sometimes he goes to giving some support, your friend, Santwana, but in the resulting, when you come, you give the pain to that particular person. Sometimes you goes for celebrating a festival or a pleasant dancing and other activity, but when you return, you see inside, you coming with the sadness, you coming with the tiredness, you coming with unsatisfaction and the sorrow. So that's all cause of the chitta. Chitta never allow to you sit in the peacefulness. He always make you unpleasant. He always make you unstable. That is the third mesmerism. And the chitta is the hard and very, very dangerous mesmerism in the comparison of the mind and intellect, because the chitta is in the big authority. The chitta is the officer of the intellect, mind, because the chitta is the base of all these things. Because the chitta is the micro, and these are the macro in the comparison of the chitta. You can easily see the intellect, you easily see your mind, you can easily see your body function, but you can hardly see your chitta. You do not know why are you sad. You do not know why are you unpleasant. You do not know why you are feeling unnecessarily bothered. You do not know why are you feeling unnecessarily imbalanced, or unnecessarily you are feeling anger without any cause. that is all due to your chitta. So the chitta is micro, chitta is unexposed, chitta is achaitanya. Achaitanya, it means unconscious. In the chitta, I told you, there is the millions of impressions of your previous birth in the concentration stages. There is a concentration desires, concentrated evils, concentrated hungers, invisible, indirect. As you know, in the May and June, in the time of the summer, you cannot see the water vapor in the sky because the sky's temperature is hot, the atmosphere temperature is hot, and the vaporization cannot see in the air. So, this example I am giving for the chitta. Chitta is a very, very big network. In this network, the millions of the holy persons, they are caught and they are assuring the false peace. They have the assurance of the false peace in their mind. They do not know even they are not peaceful, but they think they are peaceful. So chitta can create everything. Even chitta can create artificial enlightenment also. If you get some peacefulness in your chitta and stability in your chitta, you think, oh, I am enlightened. Oh, this is good. But you do not know. This is only the rest time of your chitta, and after some time he will stand like a vampire, and he will come like a volcano, and he will come like a big clash. So my dear friend, that's why the many person lost their achievement of the spirituality by the trap and this conspiracy of chitta. My dear friend, in the end of the life, when a person goes without any achievement, only the regret is remaining, the chance has lost. Chitta, it mood, cheat you sometime with the good things, sometime by the bad things. His good and bad both are the cheatings. Sometime he create the false illusion of the peacefulness. Sometimes he create a big noise, a big instability, a big thrust of the anger or the lust or many things. So the both side, the chitta cheats you and makes a doubtful condition, makes a condition that what you do and what not do, you cannot decide. So the freedom from the chitta for the seekers is very impossible without the help of master. If a person will live in the service of the master Sadguru many years, then he can free from the chitta's illusion, chitta's mesmerism. So the Kurukshetra, the fight, internal fight for enlightenment, is mainly fighting on this platform of the chitta. My dear friend, as I call the chitta, you understand I am telling for mood. Because My English is not so strong, and I am trying to give you the nectar of this book. Now, this episode is over, and we will take the next episode, that is the fourth area of this mesmerism of Tilisma. That will be the 10th episode. This is 9th episode is over. Thank you very much. Love you very much. Bless you, my dear friends, my lovers and the seekers and my disciples. I am with you. Don't worry. I will help you till my body is remaining in this world. Thank you.